Good morning. We're gonna recreate this red and gold eyeshadow. Um, One of my fellow family and follower on here, Saba, requests a red and gold eyeshadow. So I am recreating it for her. So, so y'all come on in, share this live, like this video. What's the difference from today's music and 90s music? Well, I would most definitely say it would be the craft, the hardship, um, and the history. A lot of people in the 90s talked about us being slaves. This generation of time, we have ignorance of black Americans who are not educated, that don't want to be educated. We have that they grew up with their parents of hiding the fact that we went through slavery or, things, because history is repeating itself. So children don't know, parents don't know, because it's all about the vape that they own. I'm just being completely honest. Um, and most of them don't know anything. And I feel like the music that they start listening to in probably late 2000s of this year, that music changed rapidly. And it's all about money, smoking, drinking, and having females. And it's no education. It's not like, I love my mama. She raised me right. Um, I am a black man. I'm proud to be who I am. And, such and such taught me, Martin Luther King. It can be other different um, black historians that have taught you something, about life. But nobody's not perfect. But the thing is that a lot of people don't want to be black. That's my honest opinion. Um, that's the wrong place and time, and that's why the HIV rates are high. Just so you know that you asking for some mess like that instead of knowing about your history, but you want to know about sex. That's why, you know what? I finna say you finna buzz hell wide open. You probably are. Don't ever come on my live and ask mess like that. Excuse me, you guys. Ask me who gives the best fellatio. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I was saying about the history, right? Hello. That a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that they are black. People act like they are ashamed to be black for some reason, and I don't know why. Thank you, Brittany. I just don't understand why people feel that they are ashamed or they are black. Everybody do not like black Americans for some reason. Like we did something to you all, but it's not everybody. No one is not better than nobody. Your skin is black. And I hate when people tell me, well, that doesn't mean that we are them. Your skin is black. It's not white. It's not pearl. It's black. All right, let me get y'all. Let me get some tape. Saba, I don't know if you're watching this, but if you do rewatch it, you're gonna get some tape. Damn, they sure don't put we the best as hell with them. Yeah. Yeah, Africans don't like us. And I knew that a long time ago because how they used to treat me and stuff. And the lady was trying to treat me like I was a slave. Like you pick. I said no, ma'am. Nice last said you do it. You need to pick it up. You have two hands. And she looked at me, and that's why I said I probably wouldn't survive either, because that's wrong. Why you treating another human being like they're a dog? And then the funny thing, y'all treat these dogs. That's why I be looking on Instagram. It be funny, but at the same time, it's sad that y'all treat the dogs, the animal, more like humans. Like y'all have babies in this world, but y'all abuse, grape them, or delete them. But coming to a dog and cat, I look very differently at it because it's sad because we don't love one another. So I'm gonna take some red. I don't know what kind of brush this is. I don't know. I don't say. But I don't know. I know she said her eyelids are small, but you can have your eyes closed. Just do like this. Now, this the part. Now, I'm not going to show you the concealer part because a lot of people don't have an eyelash curler, but I'm definitely going to show you a secret how to achieve the gold eyeshadow. So you're going to get you a nude beige. And I'm going to do it like this. I'm using it's kind of like an angle brush, but it's not. I don't know the brush because all the words have came off the brush. I'm going to apply it like this. Just take your time. I just pat it on there. And I'm just going like that, y'all. Till I get to like that crease in my eyeball. Good morning. How you doing? So I'm kind of get like halfway to the red. So you see what I'm doing. Okay? So you see that, right? Okay, so now I'm finna get me another fresh brush, because this is the part I'm going to apply the gold eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm just using a little bit of gold eyeshadow that I have. Then I'm going to go on top, and I'm just going to follow that guideline of the nude color that I applied it with. And then I'm going to go back with some glitter as well to make it stand out more. So this is for my ladies with the red and gold eyeshadow if you want to achieve this look. What's something you have changed your mind about in the last year? Would I have changed my mind in the last year? Dating. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. Cause dating. You're welcome. Dating is very hard for me. Um, I know Leonard and everybody else, the other men, was saying, because you haven't found the right one, don't be like that. It get tiresome because you have this expectation of men. I'm gonna use some glitter, you guys, and I'm just gonna take a finger. I'm not gonna use a brush. So I'm going to use the lighter gold and the dark gold. I'm just gonna go with my finger. But dating has really, I haven't dated really. I did date during the pandemic, just one person. So I didn't, because he was the guy that came and fixed my cable, and we just kept in touch and talked, and then, we met up, and he was Jamaican actually, and it was red flags there because he brought up things that was sexual. I didn't ask for anything sexual. You're a handsome guy, but I'm not like that. So it made me feel a certain way because he was saying that what he don't do to women, and I'm like, I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask a sexual question. I was just asking about how you doing. So I skipped over that. So, and I think he was trying to test me to see if I was like that. And then then he called me that morning. He was saying, I like you, and, this and that. I have something to tell you. I have 3 children. I was, I was very unhappy because I don't want to date a man that have kids. That's just my honest opinion. Some people can deal with it, and I can't. So, 'cause I know that's a child, and a child want most time they want their parents back together, and the female gonna call him regardless. So I know. But anyway, get back to my story I was mentioning. But yeah, Jamaicans. I don't really too much care for black people. I don't know. I don't know if this is the antichrist situation because somebody's in office. So it's like, oh well, let's hate all the black Americans. We don't have nothing to do with all this, like the Latinos as well. I love y'all too. But I want to say that all black Americans is not alike. Um, and y'all have to stop thinking that y'all better than blacks. There's no such thing. Yes, we have different culture backgrounds, but never think that you're better. Hello, how are you? I think what's her name? Her name is the Blow Whistler. I forgot, or DL Whisperer. I don't know the lady name. She was talking about Cardi B, and she was laughing at her. She said, "That's what you get, cause you talk bad about black women." And that's the thing I didn't like what she said. She said that's what she get. Let me tell you this. Of course, we know all cultures feel like they're better than black Americans. The thing is that everyone have to understand black men are traumatized. They feel ashamed of black women because they feel ashamed of who they look like themselves. Um, you know, but the only time they want to be with a black woman is they want them to be their sneaky link and this and that. And that's why I never cared for another rapper. His name is Drake. I don't care for him because he had dated a lot of brown, well, y'all say dark skin, I just say brown skinned women, but he didn't really acknowledge them like that publicly. He asleep with them, and what's her name? Johnny Blaze was pregnant by him, and he made her have to delete the child. But now it was an exotic woman recently he got with. She was pregnant. Oh, she can keep the child. So that's what a lot of people don't really talk about. So I said, oh, so she was better than a black woman. And I get tired of, these rappers talking about, well, she's toxic, she this and that. You are toxic too. Stop thinking that y'all better than your own people, because at the end of the day, when they get mad with you, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. They want to call you out your name. Then you looking crazy and stupid. Then what? You know what I'm saying? I'm using an orange corrector now. I hate saying that. I know what you're saying. I didn't mean to say that. But y'all have to understand that when y'all date people from outside of your race, y'all need to make sure too, to make sure they respect you and your family and your mother. Mothers are very important. Y'all get so beside yourselves dating women that are not your preference, really. They got think that's your preference. But when they get mad with you or you did something to them, then they take you out of court. What? That's just to each his own. I tell people all the time, I don't care who you date, but you need to make sure that they respect you and your family. You have if you're coming from a good background. But people out here get beside themselves and they have this self hatred moment, and they treat women like dogs, like they did something to them. Every female is not like that. That's just like celebrities. When they get money, they change. No, I'm not having children. Stay low. No. Um, not females, when males have money, they start acting funny. They start having a preference. So, like Mario, the singer, right? I don't care for him anymore either, because the way he did Monica, and it's like I said, why y'all shading Monica? When Monica and Brandy had that tour, everybody didn't like that because he started acting feminine to me. And yeah, you got a Latina pregnant. Congratulations to you, and you done had that baby. But it's just something about you. You're not right. In my mind, you're not, and you color struck too. And a lot of people say Mario this and that. I said I kind of see that anyway. I already knew that. He believes he's beyond his means. But like I said, it's no hate. Congratulations to him. It's just you're not the person that I thought you were, unfortunately, because of the attitude. And I don't know. Y'all just get beside yourselves when y'all have a little money. There's so many beautiful black women that don't act like that. They are intelligent. But however, y'all tend to disown us, and y'all just want to be with the other race, and that's fine. But the thing I don't like is y'all, hey, y'all little VIP going to the clubs, talking about, oh, no darkies allowed or whatever. Why color should matter? Let them women be in there. That don't mean you have to go to bed with them. You can have your preference in there. You can have them in there. And you could just politely say, no, I'm have someone, that's all you have to say. But I do thank you for coming in my VIP. Get all the drinks on me. Y'all have a really good time. That's all. And she'd feel like, well, he had me in the VIP and this and that. But it's about showing dedication, appreciation. You can have those women in your VIP. Don't mean they be pretty. Cause they brown skin, dark skin. But that's why I said you don't have to lay up with them. You know. But too, in females, y'all want to be wanted so bad, and you don't have to be wanted by somebody. What did they say? Rejection is protection. I have been rejected too. I've been rejected too. I've been hurt before as well. And that's who they want to be with. That's who they want to have those relationships with. Let them be. You don't owe them nothing. If you feel that way, quietly stop buying their music, supporting them. You don't have to make no big noise about it. Just say, I did went to the concert and I just felt a different way. You don't have to tell the internet. You can just keep it to yourself. And it just wasn't for me. I thought that the celebrity was very genuine, but it was just realization they wasn't, and it was a learned lesson not to um, have this over obsession over them, and it's just people just not who they say they are, and that was the lesson I had to learn is just really just love myself, because they're not for me. That was the lesson I would have got out of it. Girl, it be the weird ones that don't like black women. Yeah, and then some of them they color struck. They color struck. I just feel like love is love. But a lot of people just they really stuck with color and hair texture. And then most of them have mental health issues. So, I mean, it's the truth. They do. They have mental health issues because of what they went through or what they saw, especially family wise. So it's hard. I understand that they went through stuff, but I just don't know. Greetings from Ohio. Yeah, you see, I just can't relate, gang. What you mean you can't relate? Talk more. I want to hear your opinion. What you mean? In other words, you can't relate. And then, I'm not bashing. You do have men that do love black women. Um, it's just people don't show that positivity of black people because they like the negativity of black women yelling, crying, you know, just negative. And that's what the devil likes. He likes chaotic. Which I see these people who are haters, I see them as demonic. Well, be from your own race as well. They don't like themselves. They say, oh, my hair is nappy. So they idolize people who are lighter than them and and it just be like, you don't see how beautiful, and it's just not about looks. And I'm gonna tell y'all another example. I know I talk about the late actor Lee Thompson Young, right? Yes, yes, he was very handsome, but I really didn't look at his looks. I looked at, well, I looked at his eyes, and I feel like eyes always tell about a person. But I always loved what he represented for the black youth. He showed that, all black American people are not ghetto. They're not this and that. He stayed to himself. He wasn't out there uh, drinking. I mean, DUI like these celebrities are, and they still get recognition, which they shouldn't be getting recognition because of what they did. Because if it was a black person, we'd be blackballed from the industry, right? Right. But with him, I love that he had integrity, determination. He was a leader. He was focused. He also was very kind. Even though he had mental health struggles with him himself, and you can tell he was going through something because I look back at his pictures now and I can tell like he was very sad about something, and I feel like he was very sad about that show because he didn't get recognition. They just threw it under the bus. You didn't see it no more playing on Disney. You couldn't find his projects. They don't even want to buy it from a company, and they tell me, well, the excuse is, well, it's from a different company. Y'all bought Anastasia from a different company. Anastasia is not a Disney princess. Anastasia was with Fox, but y'all bought the rights to that. But you can't buy the rights for that man. The TV series, 3 seasons in the movie, and you see why he was probably under stress. And then he probably was being called out his name. They didn't treat him right. They didn't want to give him more money. Shows that he did do, they didn't last long. But he didn't play any role. He did not play a man in no dress. That's the thing I do applaud him for. He kept his dignity. He played strong roles. Either he was a prince or high tech, or he was detective, a football player, an agent, and so many more. But that's one thing. He did not play a man in a dress. Just my honest opinion about Lee Thompson Young. And that's why I really like him, because I feel very close to him. I do get upset because I did not meet him, but I did just want to tell him thank you, and I love him very much and what he represented. Um, but they said that he dated women that were not black. Okay, he had a preference, but the thing was he never spoke badly about black women. I have a Hispanic family that is Afro black and not your typical light skinned Latino or Latino like myself, but all my ex girlfriends are light skinned and dark skinned, and I love both equally. Amen. Thank you. That's all we want to say. You can date whoever, but it's just this white supreme society want to go against Black America. Black Americans, like, they're ugly, they're unintelligent. Let me get my powder, y'all. There's a lot of people that's not intelligent. Y'all not intelligent yourselves. A lot of people told me that or made me feel belittled because of who I am, and you know I don't know, Spanish much. I know a little bit, and it's not for me. I don't know. I can't really talk it. I understand it, but um, and that's when people be telling, "Oh, you're slow," and I can say I'm a preemie baby, but it's a lot of things I probably not gonna know or catch on to, but I do understand what they're saying. Sometimes I can speak certain things, sometimes I can't. I don't know, is it because of me being a preemie, and I used to just be talking when I was little, they thought I was Arab or whatever. But, I can't help that. I can't control that. I tried, but people always made me feel belittled. So, so that's all I have to say. Hi, I'm Kuna, and I subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, Thank y'all so much. And y'all need to check out my long form videos. Um, we have to push them because, everybody not doing shorts like that no more because YouTube algorithm, they tell us to post shorts. Then now they saying don't because it um, downplays the channel. So I gotta start all over. So during the week days, I post shorts from my long form, and then like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I just post some other shorts that I haven't been able. I have a lot of content, so that's why I don't really shoot like that. I'm from the South, cause I'm not finna be upset with myself. All my content comes from my previous lives that y'all may have seen or have not. So I make it into shorts, and then if it blows up, I create it as a long form from my live, and I do my voiceover talking about. We can talk about hair all day. But like wigs is so expensive, y'all. I did just buy a wig from TikTok. Um, I'm trying to see, should I do that or should I do the viral Jerry curl, the one I just made, and we can talk about it. So we can talk about, the hair calls, like that Jerry curl wig that I wanted with the red in it, like the reddish brown. Everybody want, it's almost what, $200. It's $189. You might well say it's $200. Hair is so costly. The South sounds nice because I love a lot of Southern music, especially the rap. Yep, I miss like the early years of music. That's what we was talking about in the beginning. Like That's why everybody going back to the 90s music because it was just more profound and um, it was mostly good music. And we don't have good music no more. We just have a lot of ignorance in music. Like Sexy Red was trying to cover Michael Jackson Beat It, and she talking about some Just Eat It. And I'm like, that's so disrespectful. And she a Trump supporter too, so I definitely don't like her. It's just, why are you making yourself a fool? And that's how they see black people. Like, we're not educated, we're dumb, we over sexualize. We make anything long as they have a beat and it's not educational. You not talking about education. Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't really like these South, not South, these music rappers. Yeah, I think y'all making fun music, but y'all making traumatic and y'all degrading. And that's why they be laughing at us because the things that you're doing, Sexy Red girl, you supposed to be on about business. You weren't supposed to be no clown. You supposed to be showing young girls what not to do. You want to tell them get their paper, okay, and tell them go to school. Tell them, go to school for a year. That's why a lot of these musicians, I don't know, y'all remember that girl group is called Black. I think, what's her name? Shamir or I can never pronounce her name. She was the leader of the group. She is now a nurse. She got her she went to school for it, and she was just showing she was going to orientation. And I think she's going to be really starting with in October this year or something like that. I don't know how that goes. And I'm very proud, because the music industry is not making money like that. And then if you want to get on top, you got to do things that are very uncomfortable and that go against your morals, your religion, and this and that. So a lot of people don't like that. And, it made me think about some other childhood stars. I don't remember his name. If y'all know his name, I don't know if y'all remember this Disney movie. It was called Up, Up and Away. It was a black family. They had superpowers. I think it was by Robert Townsend was in it. I think he directed it, if I'm not mistaken. He used to do a lot of movies. He directed. I know he did Baps, but the young boy, he didn't have superpowers, so he tried to do everything to fit in. He was just mostly really smart in technology. But anyway, he disappeared from the industry. I think he's about 40 years old. A lot of them do. They disappeared because they don't understand the industry. To get good roles, you got to do this and that, and people don't want to do that. People just want to act. They thought acting would be their criteria, but it's not. That's why I like Zach and Cody. I'm gonna talk about Lee Thompson Young again. They all, after their first big break as a young, their preteens, they got away from Disney, of course. They got away from acting and they went to college. And some of them did go to college and they were still acting. So, people want to have that under their belt because the industry is just not what it seems to be. So that's why a lot of people, they move away from different countries, get married, have children, and they don't want to be in the States anymore. Like the girl, I don't know y'all remember the show So Weird. I don't know, her name is Kira, whatever. She did a little acting. Next thing you know, she quit and she just have a normal life. I think she stays in Canada. So it's just a lot of them that disappeared because we don't know what they went through. We know what black people racism, but the females is being over sexualized, giving them drinks, putting stuff in their drinks, or it can be water, give it to them, and SA whatever, but that's the truth. And that's why y'all be like, why they like that and this and that? Because a lot of stuff happened to them. And then they didn't feel protected. Some parents knew, some parents pretend they didn't know. Like, everybody been talking about the Aaliyah situation with R. Kelly. And it is a mystery to that. Because I know my mom would not play that. She was like, what you, you're not finna hang around no 27-year-old man and you 15 years old. No. She wasn't protected like she was supposed to. That's sad, but it was the truth. You had older men after her. She was really beautiful. She was, but a mother should have been protecting her daughter. And they'll never talk about her father. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. But I have respect. I love me some Aaliyah. But it just shows that she just wasn't protected. Her uncle didn't protect her. People just be wanting money. I'm telling you. Yeah, this is my red and gold eyeshadow Glam. I hope y'all like it. It was very simple. Cause at your best, you are loved. True. That's why I want a good partner. Me too. I want me a good partner, but I don't want children. It's too much in this world going on. And, you know, you be thinking you can trust people. The own daddy be messing with your child. And it don't be the girls. Just saying. You just have some very sick people in this world. Like what they call the Epstein file. They were messing with little boys and little girls. And that's so sad. So I switched my part, y'all, so it's not down the middle. It's on the side. At your best, you are loved. It's Friday, hey, get up and swing. Hang up my girls and hit the party scene tonight. Oh, it's alright. Mm, get down on this funky mellow. Dang, I should have did a lip sync to that. It's Friday, hey, get up and swing, get up and hit the party scene tonight. Ooh, it's alright. It used to be a good time to just go out and have fun, but you can't do that no more because people want to do pow, 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 and people just, they don't, and then people don't know how to communicate with you no more. They just look at you, and people just sitting there on their vapes. I'm like, why y'all ain't getting up dancing or whatever? Y'all need to, yo, we even laugh out loud. Just kidding. I was just thinking about the guys that I were so-called dating, like how they like try to manipulate me and trying to come back around. I was young and just give me another chance, knowing that they still was doing what they was doing. Hey, how are you? Will you be my Valentine? Because I would be honored to spend. Oh, y'all so sweet. You the second person that asked me that. Y'all all are my Valentine. Y'all been very positive towards me, and I really do appreciate the love and support. I just don't believe in that. Valentine's Day stuff is just that's just old to me. I never celebrated Valentine's Day. I always been by myself, but I appreciate it. So, but y'all all my Valentines. Just keep supporting me, and I support you. So I've never been that type to. I'm not a I'm not a girl's girl when it comes to Valentine's Day. That's just me. I'm sorry. It's just pointless to me. So, but thank you. I appreciate it. Because I love myself very, very much. So, oh, I look cute, y'all. Bonita. Thank you. So, Saba, I did this special live video for you. I hope that you do get to see it, my love. And it's very simple, very easy. I didn't do too much because I want to keep it simple just for you. Because you asked me could I recreate a red and gold eyeshadow. So I did. And it was very simple. So I hope you get a chance to see it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Tomorrow we're going to do Cardi B inspired makeup look. I'm so excited. So I thank y'all so much. And I hope y'all enjoyed my live. I switched my part, switched it up for y'all. This is the wig that I made, and this is because it's the short that went viral that y'all love. So I did do it. So why don't you celebrate Valentine's Day? You may have a point, just like me, because I don't like Black Friday. It's Black Friday every day. Like Valentine's Day is. I don't think Valentine's Day is for us as blacks because they have a deeper meaning. But we shouldn't just show love on one day. It should be every day. So, all of these, like Christmas and all that, those just myths to me. It don't really go for us as Black American people. Um, but yeah, I think Valentine's Day is every. I believe that's every day. You show love every day. You get up every day. Y'all see each other every day. You know, if you are dating, and a simple card, something simple in life, to show that you love that person. You show respect to that person. You know. So yeah, Valentine's Day is every day. It's not just a special day. So it's not about roses, chocolate, um, showing off materialistic things. It's not about that. You can be creative, coming up with something special that everybody can be at home. Just whatever you have a big space like your den or your living room. Be creative. I just a couple called The Hurts, and they create a different vibe. They have different stand like they have the food, and they watch like Law and Order, or they watch ID. They watch shows, and they have these snacks. It just, the people say they're trying to keep, they want to keep their relationship alive. So it's all about creativity as well. So it's not always about going out, or, going out is expensive. So to be honest, I never been a fan of Black Friday because of its history in a way. Also, term is referred to financial crisis in the 19th century. So Thanksgiving, gotcha. Ocean, gotcha. Oh, is it Oscar? Got you, Oscar. Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff just not for us, unfortunately. But hey, it's all good. So, but later it became associated with the day after Thanksgiving when retailers offer big discounts to attract shoppers over time. So they turned into, yeah, I know. Thank y'all so much. I'm finna go. I'm finna go eat breakfast and get ready for this long day. It might be busy, because Valentine's Day, and then today is the last day for the kids to be in school. Like, they get so many breaks than we did. Um, so yeah. So this weekend is probably gonna be really busy. Hi, Earl. So it's gonna be real busy, and yeah. But thank y'all so much for tuning in and liking this live. Please, you guys, make sure to subscribe on Modest Transformation, which is here, and subscribe to my other YouTube channel, which y'all make fun of me and laugh. I try to do the challenges, dance challenges. Um, I do a lot of lip singing. I do reaction to makeup and all that. But I think I'm gonna just do lip singing because y'all mostly the 90s or 80s babies over there. So I think I'm gonna start doing that, and dancing, of course. And yeah, and follow me on TikTok, Transformation by Celeste, and I have two Instagrams, Celeste Glow Up and Modest Transformation. Go follow me on all platforms. They are linked in my bio on here on Modest Transformation. Go subscribe, support my store. Um, what else can we do? That's it. Oh, go watch my latest video of the money with growth oil broke my edges off, and see how it affected me. I did show a picture. I didn't want to show it, but I just wanted to show to not just be sane. So go check that out. Get that video up to 100 views. Really 200 views. The No Money video I just dropped Tuesday. I want it to be like Lori Harvey video. Y'all love that. And yeah. So thank y'all so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm waiting on that challenge. Oh, it's coming out today. I know. Y'all wanted me to do it, the girl. Doom, 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 doom. Do you love what I feel? Boom, boom, boom. I did it last night. It's coming out today. So I think I'm only posting two shorts. So it's gonna be either 6:15 or 7:45. So don't judge me when you see it. Okay? So I did it for y'all. Okay? I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Happy Friday. Enjoy y'all weekend. And I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. Ciao. And I think I nailed this look.